Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another BeawCast. I lost count of what BeawCast this is, but I think this is going to be one of my favorite ones. I think I say that every time, but this time I really mean it because I got my precious little sister here, my little Julietita, my little Julia, aka Julia. It's not really aka, it's like her real name.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to have you here. You're the first of my JK people to be on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I am so honored.
Yeah,
Thank
and also
you.
the first for Bart to not be here. I think that's really
really?
cool.
Why? Where'd he go? Why is he being such a loser?
Because he's doing quite the opposite of being a loser. He's not being a loser. He's actually doing some scuba classes right now. So he's in the ocean somewhere.
How cute.
Wait, why is that cute?
I don't know.
Did you picture him in like scuba gear?
Yeah, I just pictured scuba gear, and I just pictured him in Hawaii, and then like with you, and then with Taika, and then you guys are scoobing together.
Scoobing? How cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm here. Oh, him and Taika together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Yeah.
No, he's doing some scubaing. But I'm glad you're here just because I feel like I'm close to you and I'm not close to you at the same time.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Julia, why is it like that?
I don't know, because I think partially is just how my personality is, because I know that you're really busy, and then with really busy people I get really shy about, because I was like, I don't want to take too much of their time.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then I was like, it's like because of that I was like, I'll talk to them as much as I can where I feel comfortable, and then where I feel like I don't take too much of their time, and then I'll just like leave them alone.
Oh my god, you're too considerate. Well, we just had our girls trip.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
I have to send you all those pictures. I made Julia take, not I, but we, the whole girl team.
Yeah.
We made Julia take these really woman-like and seductive poses that I still have to send to you, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, because Julia, damn, she's packing some heat. Under that sweater, she's packing a lot of heat, and a lot of you guys know about that.
Thank you.
But we just took a girls' trip, and that was a really cool time for all the girls to kind of connect and vent about their dudes, and like just be with other girls. And I thought it was really cool. And I was really surprised that you wanted to come on that trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like out of all of the JK girls, so that would be Jess, Tiff, Gina, Nikki, Christina. I think that's all the JK girls, right? Yeah. I feel like we're so crude and so loud and so vulgar and so disgusting. And I feel like you're like this like cute little like white kitty cat. You have to be white, like a white kitty cat that's never been tarnished. That has no sense of like badness in her.
Oh, well, you know what, Gio? You gotta start thinking me like a calico cat, girl. I still have mainly white, but I got some black and brown spots. You gotta start thinking like me that way.
Well, I mean, I know I do think about you that way, and that's why I'm like, okay, that's why there's a reason why you're here, right? Because you're a fucking degenerate like the rest of us.
Oh, thank you. No,
so there's something about you that you were like, do I want to work at JK, or do I want to work at, I don't know, Wong Fu, for example, because they always try to put us against each other, even though we're good friends. And you, in your heart, were like, I'm a JK kind of girl.
No, you know, it's so crazy, because I think in the very beginning, I mean, I've only asked JK to see if I intern. I didn't ask any other YouTube channel, and I just took that risk, and JK accepted me. And then, you know, there have been thoughts where I was like, oh yeah, what would things have been like if I had joined Wong Fu, right? And then the more I think about it, and after hanging out with them for a couple times, I mean, they're great guys.
Yeah, I love them. We love them.
Yeah, they're awesome, right? I was just thinking about it, I'm like, man, you know, even though I feel like I would probably get along with Wong Fu a lot better, I feel like JK's more of my jam.
What is it?
I don't know. I just feel like it's exploring a different side of me that I don't normally express on a day-to-day. Yeah. And it's not like I want to hide it. It's just more of like the people around me, they don't express like, I guess, being very blunt, upfront, I guess vulgar per se, right? And so, I mean, it just feels so good when you just curse, right? Like, it just feels so good. I just remember I cursed a lot in college, and then towards the end of college, I was like, okay, I got to tone that down, just because when I go find jobs, I can't have that in my vocabulary. I can't have that like in my regular speaking.
Yeah.
And so I tried really hard to knock that habit out. And then after college, right, I was so good about it. And then when I joined JK, I heard everyone cussing like fuck, shit, damn. Ass.
Damn, you said damn.
I know,
I
right?
guess damn is a bad word.
Right. And I mean, like, damn was probably like the baddest word I would say at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just so hard, because then you guys are like, come on, Julia, go ahead and just say, go ahead, say it. Say fuck. And then I'll be like, I was like, but I tried so hard. I kicked that habit out for 2 years, and now you're trying to bring that back in.
Yeah.
And then it was just so easy. Like, the moment I just said fuck, everything just came back, and I'm like, well, that's it.
I'm back, bitches.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucking cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the reason why I'm surprised is because of the whole white cat thing.
Thanks.
And I don't know, I just feel maybe it's the vibe that you give off that like, now I know it's I don't like to interrupt people that are busy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm taking it more as like, ooh, I'm kind of shy and a little bit intimidated. So I don't want to like ruffle any feathers.
Oh, interesting. No, so this whole year of 2018, I have like really silent resolutions with myself, just because if I feel like if I say it out loud, and like if I'm not making any progress in it, people are going to give me shit for it, and then that just discourages me more in that sense. And so for me, it was like, okay, well, this year I just want to be...
You're going to say it out loud? You're going to say it out loud?
Oh, well, yeah, because 2018 is almost over.
Okay.
2018 is almost
all right,
over.
let's hear them. Can I hear all of them or some of them?
The ones I could remember,
okay.
I can let you know. Yeah.
So that means the other ones you didn't follow through.
I probably didn't, because I didn't... Okay, so the one that I was going to tell you was I'm going to try and make a more active effort to actually connect with people in the company.
I felt that so much.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I felt that so much.
Thank you.
And I think, and a lot of us felt it in the group.
Yeah.
A lot of us have felt it, because I've made a comment.
Yeah.
I forgot to who I made a comment, and they were like, yeah, like Julia definitely is here now. Like, she wasn't here before, but she's here. Like, Julia's here, and she's making an attempt.
Yeah.
I think I felt it.
I'm like kind of tearing up right
Why?
now. No, because it's just like I don't know how far my efforts go.
No, we felt it. Everyone felt it. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Why does everyone cry on this fucking podcast?
I don't know.
David made us cry before.
Oh, really?
Me and Bart. We were like holding hands
that.
going,
I have to watch that. No, I mean, it's just because I know that after the year 2015, I was in my head a lot, and I think I already felt like I probably already caused too much trouble in the company, just because.
Oh, you're so cute. You never did.
To catch you guys up, it was just it was a breakup, and the breakup happened in the company, and I just felt like
your own personal breakup.
Yeah, my own personal breakup, and I just felt like it caused a lot of trouble in the company, and so
that's Julie's perspective. It really didn't cause any trouble.
Okay,
continue.
Thank you. But yeah, and because of that, I just felt like a lot of my confidence and me feeling comfortable around everyone just kind of went a lot lower. And again, I was just more in my head, right?
Yeah.
And so slowly in 2016, I was just kind of trying to build up my own personal self-confidence before I even tried connecting with people. And then 2017, I was like, okay, maybe like I can kind of try it, but I'm not too sure. And so it was just more self-building. And then in 2018, I was like, okay, for sure, I want to make these connections with these people, because I've been with them for so long, and then yet I know almost barely, almost nothing about them. And so it's just like, okay, this year, like any events that I go to, any hangouts that there is, I'm gonna do my best to actually try and go to them.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's
so interesting, because like it's interesting that you perceive yourself one way, but then other people perceive you another way. So for example, I always felt like you were a pretty confident person.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I never felt that wave of 2017 of you being like, I'm self-conscious, or like I don't have self-confidence. Yeah, because you're just such a person that, at least perceived, at that time, I just felt like you were this girl that just knew herself. Maybe didn't know what she wanted in life, which is very normal, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you just seemed like you were just comfortable in your own skin. Like you were just like, I'm Julia. I wear nylons with shorts over them. And like some flats. And that was like your look.
Yeah, it
with
was.
glasses. And you were like so happy with doing that. And it's like, I'm Julia. I wear crabs for sweat. Like I have crabs all over my sweater.
Yeah.
And it was like cool. Like she she's doing her. Like Julia's doing Julia, and I think it takes a very confident person to do themselves. You know what I mean? Because it takes kind of a more in like like to be a sheep, you kind of have to like, or if you're a sheep, you kind of act like a sheep. Wait, am I saying that right? If you're a sheep, you're gonna do sheep-like things. An easy example of that is you have to dress like everyone else is dressing, or you have to have your hair like everyone else has their. You know what I mean? Like you have to follow trends, so that you don't appear to be like on the outside. And for you, you've always been like all of us. Like I think everyone in JK has always been on the outside. But because you're on the outside in your unique way, I was like, oh damn, that's dope. Like Julia's got it. Like Julia knows who Julia is.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, when prior to joining JK, I was trying to dress a bit more presentable in the sense where my clothes do need to match, and that like I should probably dress better, right? And then after being around you guys, especially around Joe, just seeing him wear all his graphic tees and like his dog sweaters, I was like, okay, I guess I could just wear whatever I want. And so I just started introducing my graphic tees back in, and I was like, oh, this just feels like home.
Yeah, no, you were really confident. And then and we, at least for myself, I thought it was the onset of you no longer doing JK News, where you felt like, so for those of you guys that don't know, I mean, obviously you knew she did the hosting on JK News, but those that don't know, like being in that chair is so fucking hard. Like you really have to have a crazy thick skin, because what a lot of people fail to see is that there's so many different news sources giving you this piece of information, and they're tweaking it themselves so that it's, so you click on theirs versus their competitors. And then these girls have to, at that time even, they had to memorize like 40 different articles. They have to be able to memorize that, remember it, or at least take enough sufficient notes for our crazy asses when we're asked about, what does that mean? What about this? What about that? What about this? And we're asking like 20 million questions, all while still carrying on a really good conversation, being aware of all the cameras, making sure to control the energy in the room. Like there's so much that's going on in that chair that like, if it's not something that you're completely passionate about, then you're gonna fucking hate it. I'm guessing.
I mean, whatever you said, it's true, right? It's 100% true. I mean, I feel like even at one point we were doing 60, 80 articles.
Oh, shit.
That was like so hard.
Yeah, and you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
But then, you did a good job.
Thank you. Thankfully, I mean, like Tiff came in and she helped out with the workload. Yeah, I mean, it was a huge. Because
it wasn't even supposed to be you. You were supposed to help someone else do that. And it was temporary, I think. So so the way that I got to hosting JK News was, it was a spot that needed to be filled. And I was approached and asked if I would like to be a host, and I told them, I was like, if you think that I would be a good host, then sure, I will. That's what I love about you.
Oh, thank you.
Ever since you stepped into JK, you never said no. Like you were dope. Like anything. Who wants to wipe my ass? You're like, I got it. And you were already leaving to go get toilet paper to wipe someone's ass. Like you didn't ask like, is it gonna get on my fingers, or is that someone else's? You were just like, I'll do it. And you would just, all you see like in the cartoons when like a cartoon runs away and all you see is their dust silhouette. That was Julia. Like Julia was like fucking zoom, 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 zoom. So she was like running everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I'm a down ass bitch for y'all.
Yeah, you're super down. You're so down. I'm not that down. You're super down. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, but yeah, so it was a spot that I filled, and I took it. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun in the beginning. Like the energy was great, and it was just, as a fan who was watching the channel itself starting to host it, is like I just didn't want to let that channel down, because I was like, because I was such a big fan of it, and I just love hearing all your guys' opinions and your stories. And so I wanted to figure out a way to just help improve that and dig a little deeper and bring more out of you guys. And I felt like in the beginning, like I was able to, up until like a certain point where I just felt like I plateaued in my hosting skills, which is okay, because being a host was never something I always wanted to do. So I was 100% okay with that. I was pretty content with that. But I just know that the anxiety built up on JK News when the workload was getting way too crazy, and then just reading the comments, they were all so mean. I mean, they are so mean. There's like probably a million of positive comments out there.
Yeah, it only takes one.
And it does only take one, and there's like a few, and there's some where there are like legit critiques, and then there's some where just pure hate comments.
Yeah, they'll be like, your face is so fucking ugly, I hate you. And you're like, why?
Yeah.
What did I do?
And so like for the ones I took for critique, it's like, oh, you know, why is she studying so much, or how could she forget her information, and things like that, or me asking like the same questions but in a different way.
Yeah.
And it's like, I totally get it. I 100% get it. And it's like, man, I don't think I can build upon my hosting skills any further than that.
Yeah.
And so I think that anxiety got the best of me when week by week I just felt like it was getting worse. And I was getting in my own head again.
Yeah.
And like, I felt like everyone else around me felt that too. And I was like, okay, you know what? This is getting too much. Before this channel fails, in the sense that people click away because they see my fucking face hosting.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna remove myself.
Yeah.
Just because my chapter here at JK News is done.
Yeah.
As like hosting was never something I wanted to do in the beginning, but it was something that I didn't mind doing just to help out the channel.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun. And it was great hanging out with you guys. It was
You're like,
just,
but I'm done. I'm out. Drops
I'm
the
done.
mic.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind coming back in and like sitting, but even then, people call me like a seat warmer. So I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, when you're around these crazy people, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard
You're
to top
pretty
off
normal.
their crazy stories.
I feel that sometimes too, where I'm just like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a back seat here. This is too crazy. I don't blame you. I think I think everyone has their genius at whatever, right? People are they're fucking it. Like every single person out there watching, you have your very particular genius, but with the yin, there's a yang, and you have your equal amount of fucking stupid. Like I'm so stupid in so many things, but I'm also pretty smart in a lot of things. And same with you, you know, you're really smart with a lot of things. And I don't want to say it this way, but yeah, you're pretty dumb in other things, right?
Yeah,
Not
right.
you, but like in general.
Yeah. No, I have my weaknesses.
But then like, I think for me, that's when I felt like, I felt once you were like, I'm making up my mind. I need my sanity. I'm not happy. I'm going to remove myself from this situation, which I found very brave. And I'll get to that a little bit.
Thanks.
Like once I saw that you removed yourself from this like toxic situation, that I felt you just be more relieved. And I thought that's what was that like, that made you just kind of like loosen up and then like try to like connect with all of us. I thought it was that moment. But it's even better because you consciously were like, nah, 2018, I'm connecting with these motherfucking crazy people.
Yeah. I mean, I really tried because I just felt like, you know, after all these years of being with you guys, I still felt a little distant.
Yeah.
And I was like,
totally.
man, like, I really would like to get to know them. Because when it comes around your birthday or even Christmas, I'm like, damn, I don't even know what to get these guys, especially for the guys.
Yeah.
And I just end up getting everyone's socks.
Oh,
but then for all the girls, I try to get them something that like they like, that I kind of know of, and then I try to tailor it to that.
Yeah, you're really good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I felt like, oh my God, like, I was telling Tiff, I'm like, oh my God, like, Julia came around, like, I know so much about her now, like, she's asking questions, and she's, like, engaged, and, like, she sticks around, like, we stuck around when, I think Stacy was one of the guests, and it was me, you, and her, and talking. I was like, oh my God, that's such a nice conversation.
No lie, like low key in my brain, I was just thinking, it's like, oh man, I hope Gio doesn't think that it's really awkward for me to be here and talking.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? I thought it was so nice.
I mean, I thought it was cool too. Like, I was making connection and I was getting to know you and I was also getting to know her. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. But then at the same time, I was like, am I overstaying my welcome? Maybe Gio's being too nice and telling me, like, get the fuck out, Julia.
Why?
I have no idea. Because I wasn't there sitting in the session and talking with her, you know?
You think too much.
I do think too much, but I'm just trying to like make sure I don't cross the line.
Yeah, who like told you all these things growing up? Was that your mom? Like, do you get that from your mom or your dad?
More from my mom.
I do get that shit from my mom too. Because my mom is always about boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even go into, like, if there's something in her purse.
Yeah.
She's like, if I'm like, hey, where's your car keys, for example? She's like, oh, it's in my purse. Like, I could never go into her purse to get her car keys. Because she's like, that's the rudest shit you can ever do. Don't go through anyone's stuff. Mind you, she's my mom.
Yeah.
But she's like, don't go through anyone's stuff. So even now, like, if you were to say, go get the keys for the office or whatever, they're my backpack, I'll be like, okay, and I'll give you your backpack.
Yeah.
But she gets me so much in my own head where it's like, know your boundaries, know how to talk, know when to talk, know what to do, read the room, feel the energy, this and that. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, no, my mom was the same way. Like, if I wanted to sleep over at a friend's house, she'd be like, no, you're gonna bother them, you're gonna bother the parents, you're gonna have to make them wash the blankets, you're gonna have to make them wash the sheets. And she like broke everything down. And then I was like, man, sleeping over does not sound appealing to me at all whatsoever. And like, she'll talk to me in that sense where she's like, yeah, I don't want you to cause trouble for anyone. And I was like, okay, I guess so like, that just seems so instilled into my brain that I just can't help but think that constantly. But again, this year was the year where was the year where I was trying to get out of my head and not think too much about it. And if someone were to tell me that, hey, you shouldn't be here, then I'm like, okay,
now you know.
That's a verbal confirmation instead of my own thoughts saying, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Shut the fuck up right now and leave.
Damn. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you're doing that. Thanks. What differences have you seen? Or like, what has been eye-opening for you doing this now?
That for sure, I mean, it's more of a closer sense of a family to me. Yeah. Because before, it's just I understood that I was just being kind of a lone wolf. And I know that it wasn't the most ideal type of situation, which I 100% understand. And I just feel like all the moments where I don't go out to anything, it was just basically my choice, right? Yeah. But now hanging out with everyone, it just feels a lot nicer. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a lot more warm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever felt extremely cold from you guys, but it was just distant. Yeah. And so now that I'm getting to know you guys, it's just, I like it. It's getting to know you guys better, and then it's less awkward. Yeah, it is. Sure. I think I would have had a hard time having this conversation with you now, because I'd be like, oh, damn, Julia, what are we going to talk about? Yeah. And so when you guys proposed about having the girls trip, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm so down, right? The one thing I didn't expect was that it was going to be out of the country. Yeah. Because I was just thinking something local, right? Or maybe Palm Springs. Oh, I needed it to be big, girl. Oh, I needed to remove myself. I didn't know, but then when Tiff was like, all right, so I'm looking to Cancun, we're gonna book the tickets now because it's gonna be like $400 per person, and I was like, oh shit, 400. And at that time too, right, like around that time, me and my boyfriend were talking, and we were saying, okay, we're gonna save money. Oh no. And then when that happened, I was like no, I said yes, I'm gonna commit to this. Oh no, you didn't have to. But I did because I was like, I wanted to, and like it was, for me, again, the goal of 2018 was to bond and connect with you guys, right? Yeah. To make that attempt. And if it was $400 to do that, fuck yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. And so then I was like, okay, you know what? It's cool. I'm going to figure out a way to save even more from this. And I was like, I'm 100% okay with that, right? And I was like, okay, dope. Like, I think this trip is going to be fun and amazing, and I can't wait. Yeah. Was it fun and amazing? It was. I got on your ass on the trip. I don't know if you felt it. In terms of the time? Yes. Yeah. Because I was like, where the fuck is Julia? I want to bond with her. And Julia was nowhere to be found. So this is what would happen. Okay. Sorry. So we all were on different huts. Okay. And there was 6 girls. So 2 girls per hut. Mm-hmm. Like, this is like a really romantic like place. And all the twin beds and shit, they were all taken up. So it was 2 girls for 1 king size bed. So me and Tiff were in one room. Nikki. Oh, I forgot about Nikki. Wait, I did say Nikki. Yeah, anyway, Nikki and Jess were in another room, which was like about like a 2-minute walk from each other. Mm-hmm. Even yours was pretty close. Mm-hmm. And then Christina and Julia were in another like hut that were a little bit more away from us. So then we're like, okay, we're gonna go swim on the beach after breakfast. So everyone get in your bathing suits. We're like, okay, cool. And then we'd come out to the beach, and then Jess and Nikki'd come out, and then we're there, and then we were waiting like 10 minutes, no Christina, no Julia. 30 minutes, no Christina, Julia. 1 hour, no Christina, no Julia. I'm like, where are these girls? I want to freaking bond with everyone. What the fuck is happening? And then it's like, oh, sorry, we're vlogging. Oh, sorry, we went exploring. Oh, sorry. I'm like, damn it. So I was like, Julia, like, that's my heart. Like, me being on your ass, I got to learn how to be softer. But I really wanted your company. I should have said that, and I think that would have got you. I really wanted your company, that I was like, why the fuck isn't your company with us? You know, Julia, we want you here. Like, Jess, too, her sleepy ass was sleeping all the time. Not as much as we made it sound, but she was asleep during the times we took really cool pictures. But it was like, God damn it, Jess, my heart wants you next to me, so why the fuck are you here? Why are you sleeping? That's what was happening. Damn. Okay, well, I didn't necessarily feel that. But like when you were telling me, it's like, you're gonna take forever, right?
Yeah.
To me, I was like, yeah, I know, huh? Like, I mean,
God damn it, Julia.
No, it's just because, look, me being late has always been something that's been attached to me all my life, and every year I get better.
It's a Cantonese thing. I get it.
But every year I get better at it. If you ask any of my closest friends,
I don't have to ask them. You're good. I've seen it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like today, I was so determined. I was like, I'm gonna try to get here at least 5 minutes early, and I did.
Good job.
I did, and I accomplished that. And so it's just like, I mean, little by little. I mean, obviously, I can't fix it like overnight. Yeah, because it's so second nature to me. But I'm not gonna make that as an excuse.
Yeah,
it's just more of a bad habit.
Yeah,
and so I'm working on it.
You're lucky you're in this company because no one really cares. We just make your call time a little bit sooner.
No, which is 100% fine. I totally get it, and I am on time for those now. Yeah. Which is amazing.
With snacks.
Snacks.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like you saying that, I'm like, it's a constant reminder to me. It's like, oh yeah. I've been slacking. I should get on that. Right. It wasn't, I didn't take it like, I wasn't annoyed by it. I wasn't angry by it, but it was just more of like, oh man, Gio's being a homie. She's really telling me to get on my shit.
Oh,
and I'm
that's
like,
so nice.
That's right. Okay. I gotta be on top of that. No,
Gio was thirsty for your company.
But you know, in between that time though, yeah, like me and Christina, we were vlogging, we were exploring a little, but even during that same time though, we were talking and we were connecting.
Oh, cool.
And then we were just talking about like what's going on in her life. And and just talking things with her about that. So that's probably what took a while.
Yeah. Well, I wanted your company, Julia. Now, even then, I felt like not that you were distant by any means, but I felt like you were the little sister in the group going, oh, really? Oh my God, and that happened? Oh no. Like, I felt like our conversations were so intriguing for you because you were like, so we were venting about our like marriages. Not that there's anything wrong with our marriages.
I knew none of this was happening, but everybody around me was like acting like they already knew. And I was like, damn it, I'm out of the loop.
No, I mean, I think because we talk, because like it's different. So there's relationships, right? And there's like different types of relationships. There's the relationship when you first get together. That's one type of relationship. And then there's a relationship when you've been together for more than like a year or 2 or 3, right? Then that's a little bit different. And then it completely changes once you move in together, and then once you get married, and then once you have kids. So there's all these different styles of relationship. And I think it's not hard for us that like are married or with kids to say one word and be like, I know exactly what you're talking about. But I think for you, because
I'm so new in the game.
Yeah, you're still like really good and like really fresh and green and stuff, and everything's really new, that you're just like, I don't know what that means yet. But I think once we say that one word and you're like caught up, you're gonna be like, I know what you're talking about. I see. Yeah, it's not that we were like having side conversations or anything. It was just one of those where it's like, I don't know, like if I tell you like what's something that we have in common that I can like relate, that you'll understand? Oh, like let's say we're producing, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, we're expecting Cass to get here, and I go, oh shit, we got to film in 5 minutes. The cast member's not here. What are you feeling? Panicked, anxious, right? Yeah. So I think if like that's something that you and I would understand because we've lived it. Yeah. But if I were to tell that to like someone that's not in it, and I'm like, oh, we were gonna film in 10 minutes, they'd probably be like, all right, we'll just wait for them to get here and then we'll just start shooting. But for us, it'd be oh my God, it's gonna push everything back off. Fuck.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things.
No, because like once when we either met up with you guys, or once I finished being out in the ocean and coming back onto like the beach side, and like I just hear you guys in mid conversation, and I just see you guys like just venting and everything, right? I'm just like,
do you know what I did like? Oh, sorry, I finished and then I'll tell
you. So for me, I was like, I kind of want to ask to catch up because I'm only hearing bits and pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, they seem like they're really into it, and I don't think they want to repeat their story.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be like, yeah, fuck that, yeah.
No, what I was gonna say that I did like is that when you would come, you would ask what happened. So you did ask, and I was like, yeah, Julia, get in on this shit, Julia. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, because the inner Julia was like, well, fuck that. Don't even think it. Don't even trip, right?
Yeah.
Just try. Just ask. If they don't want to do it, then fine. It's okay.
You tried.
The intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it. And
Thanks.
I like that you came in and you were like, wait, what happened? And I was like, ooh. And then I would just, or all of us would just catch everyone up on it. That was really nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, I thought the girls trip was dope.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were I don't know. I didn't know how you felt about it. Why was it dope for you?
It's just because it's rare for me to hang out with all the girls in one area. And then, like, just without guys. So it's just purely girls. And it was, like, a girl hangout. And it was the very first time, at least for me, with all the girls just by themselves. Like, I don't know, like, how much I can emphasize. But it's literally just purely us. And it was my first time hanging out with this particular group of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just getting to know everyone. And then even talking to everyone. It just felt nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was nice about it, though? Like, just the connection part. Like, you were like, there's always a guy, or there's always a counterpart, or we're always, like, in a JK setting, so we never really get to,
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, there's no other distraction, no boys.
Yeah.
No other environment but the ocean.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, like, nothing else to stimulate us but each other, right?
Yeah.
And so it was great to really catch up and talk about what everyone is feeling and what everyone is up to, what they would like to do.
Yeah.
Right? And so, and again, for me, it's like, because I don't hang out with you guys often, it was just like a big jump for me.
Yeah.
Too. So it's like, oh, cool, dope. Okay, I'm going to really try and, like, really put all my efforts into, like, connecting with everyone. So it's mainly the connection. I feel like I'm just, like, talking in circles, but.
No, you're not. No, you're doing fine. Get out of your head. You're doing good. We're just having a conversation, and if there's quiet time, then we just stare at the camera and we just go.
All right.
Yeah, it's chill. That's why I like podcasting. I feel like podcasting is one of those things where we don't have to be funny. We don't even have to stare into the camera, because that's really weird. I feel like it's really weird for me to do this, because I'm like, I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Really? But you don't sometimes do that on JK News, where you just, like...
JK News is different, though, because the camera's literally here, so it demands attention. And then it also demands for you to be funny and witty and, like, come up with, like, funny scenarios, you know?
Yeah.
So podcast is different.
I feel like talking to each girl by themselves is also very different too. Yeah, like, everyone wants to talk about different things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool.
What were some things?
With Nikki, I feel like she's, like, I feel like all the ladies in JK, they're very open to talk about anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the things that me and Nikki can just openly talk about, and whether it's serious or not serious, it's just things like horoscopes, spirits, ghosts.
Cool. Oh, no, don't talk about ghosts.
Relationships, like her relationships, and, like, what it's like to be married, and if her being in a regular relationship to being married, does she feel a difference, or does it feel the same? You know, like, things like that, where I was just really curious about.
Yeah.
And then Tiff was more curious about my life, and so she was asking me, like, oh, how are things between you and your guy?
Yeah, how are things with you and your guy?
Oh, it's amazing. It's great.
I like him a lot.
Oh, thank you.
I really do. I think he's a really good guy.
Oh, thanks.
And I've only met him, like, twice, but I feel like I really like him.
Thanks. He was really shy to come to all the JK events before. And then I would tell him, like, you know, we're having this event happening. Would you like to go? And he was like, no, I think I'm going to stay home and do work. He's a workaholic.
What does he do?
So he's an engineer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he's an engineer. And
you're going to be set for life, girl.
Thanks. But I feel like
Thanks.
I feel like he's trying to kind of get out of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, not oh, no, but I'm like, oh, wow. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So I think he's trying to get out of that because he wants to have his own company. So recently, his company Stat Boost came out, and
the shirt. It's a fitness line.
Kind of. It's so he's still, to my knowledge, right? He's still trying to figure out exactly where he wants to go in terms of what products he wants to sell. But in terms of the message, it's kind of the same. Where it's like, life is a game. You want to make the best out of it. So let us help you get better in life, right?
You guys gonna make game boards? Oh, that's so sick.
No,
I'm
not
just
at
kidding.
all. But it's just products that are game related to any of those that can relate to that, right? Because when you level up in a game, it's just like, oh, cool, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting better, I'm getting more skilled and things like that. And so that's what he wants his brand to reflect. And so it started off with some gym accessories. So you have bottles, you have protein shakers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that a
and
full
wrist
line?
wraps. Yeah, he has like wrist wraps too.
Where do you get this stuff? Oh, we don't even have wrist wraps.
I mean, I can give you a pair if you want to try one. It says plus 10 strength, so I'm pretty sure you'll like be
I'll
able
get
to lift.
really strong.
Yeah, you'll get
Okay.
real strong real fast. But yeah, like he's doing that, and he did like a lot of R&D into it, and he's still working on it, and like I'm helping with him along the way too. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So like he's kind of building that right now on the side while he's still working his full time, but he also does freelance on the side for other projects that need him. So he's doing an NDA work for the government or something. At least the company that's working, there's a company that's been hired by a government to create this app, and I have no idea what this app is. And so he's helping out
that's
with
good.
that.
He hasn't even told you about it because
He can't.
Oh, good. Yeah, because that's what an NDA is for.
Yeah.
I like how she shared it with us, so she doesn't give a fuck about the law. That's cool. Initially, I thought you were gonna say he wanted to get into like the YouTube space.
He doesn't mind. He was actually one to push me to start my channel up again.
Oh, good.
I mean, like, I just have a lot of footage. It's just editing myself. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I just have a hard time. And so...
you have so many editor friends.
I know. And so Antoine actually reached out to me.
Oh, cool.
And so he's actually editing my vlogs. So...
Oh, get ready, y'all. She's about to tear it up. How many videos do you think you got just sitting there?
I have probably 10 videos.
Oh my God,
yeah, I have a lot of footage. I have a lot of content. I just can't seem to edit it.
Is it from like Japan?
There's a couple from Japan, and
That's
then
like 2016.
Yeah, that is 2016. It's a long.
Are you still gonna put it up? Fuck it.
Yeah. No. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna create a Flashback Friday series. All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's like for all my old videos. If you guys are interested, tune in on Fridays. It's going to be a Flashback Friday.
So you're going to upload like 2 videos, like a current one on a Wednesday.
So I don't want to get my hopes too high.
Okay.
Because
we'll take it one step at a time.
We'll take it one step.
You don't like that pressure.
I'm gonna post 1 video a week. And then if I'm able to keep going with the content, then maybe I'll go into 2.
Yeah.
But for now, I'll be 1. And then if I'm feeling a little crazy, maybe I'll put 2 in 1 week.
You're so funny. You're so fucking funny. Oh my God, you're so funny. Okay, so going back to your boyfriend.
Yeah.
So he's doing the side stuff. Tell me about him. I like him.
Oh,
I already said that.
Well, I mean, but what do you want?
So you guys were together first.
Yes.
And then for how long?
About 3 months.
That's it?
Yeah.
And this is high school? College?
Yeah, high school.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay, and then you broke up for 3 years. 4 years.
No, way more than that.
5, 6.
Hold on.
Are you going based off of boyfriends that you had? You're like, well, I was with this guy for this long.
No. And you're talking about years apart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, junior, senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Oh my
maybe like
God, really?
Maybe like 10 years apart.
And you guys kind of just talked off and on like friends?
Yeah, I mean, like throughout college, I really tried to ignore him.
Why?
Because my heart was shattered in a million pieces.
He broke up with you?
And I didn't want to talk to him.
Is that that JK video where you cried?
Mm-hmm.
It was because of him? Why'd you hurt her feelings?
I know, right? I don't know.
But that was 10 years ago, so we good now.
Yeah, it was a long ass time ago. But yeah. Let me see. Let me think. I don't know what you would want to know.
No, I know what I want to know.
Okay.
I thought you were answering that question. So then 10 years happened.
Yeah.
And then how did this get like rekindled? How did that happen? I think that's so romantic, by the way.
Oh man. This one is a long one. But I don't do we have
We got time, girl. We got time. She's like looking at the clock.
I know. I was like, okay.
I'll steer the conversation, so don't worry.
Okay. Well, no. I mean, I can tell you. I'm just still a little unsure about how it would be perceived.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was still in a relationship, and they were in a kind of weird place, and you were kind of the homewrecker, but not really, because he needed to tell her, and it was already breaking up.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't like
we won't do that then, because I don't want things to get twisted.
Yeah.
So you guys were broken up for 10 years, and then, damn, you got hot. Dude,
I'm wearing a little
you
sweater.
put on the spot.
Dude, I'm wearing a sweater underneath the sweater, and I totally forgot to take off this other sweater. It's okay. I mean,
I've never met anyone that puts a hoodie over another hoodie, but That's why I love you, Julia. That's why you're fucking Julia and
Thanks.
you're my fucking little sister forever. Okay, so 10 years passed.
Yeah.
And then when was it that you were like, oh my God, we're about to get together? Did he ask you? Did you ask him? Is it still perception? Is it still one of those things?
Kind of. I mean, I'll probably tell you the full story after the podcast.
Oh, that means it's some good shit that you guys can't hear.
No, because I myself am unsure about it. So
okay,
yeah. So
all right, but you guys are together at least, right? Both of you guys know that you're together.
Yeah, we are together. So pretty much
good. Awesome.
Pretty much, he asked me on a date.
Yeah.
And then
how cute.
Yeah, and then we went on a date, and then after that date, I was like, fuck, dude, I really feel like this guy is my soulmate.
Oh my God.
My soulmate.
Really? Does he feel that way about you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Since the freaking beginning, Gio.
How do you know it's a soulmate? What's your definition of a soulmate? That's fucking cute. My body's like this.
What do you mean? You experienced that yourself.
I know,
too.
but that's my experience. I don't know what anyone else experiences.
Yeah. I think it's just, I've known him for so long, even prior to us dating in high school. Like, I've known him for so long that I just felt like there's this connection that you just can't really describe, but you know that you can feel comfort and you feel that this person is reliable and you feel like this person has always got your back.
Yeah.
And that no matter what you do, this person will love you regardless.
Yeah.
It's like kind of that feeling, and it's just like I never felt any pressure per se to love him, but like it, oh man, I'm trying to think about that feeling. It's just, I don't know, like when you look at him, it's like you're in love. You can't help but feel the fuzzies.
Yeah. You still feel that now?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When I didn't even know that this soulmate concept existed in real life. I thought it was something that like Hollywood kind of like made up just to make the movie like more appealing. But it wasn't until I met Bart that I was just like, can't stop thinking about this guy. This is weird. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'm just, because I had just broken up. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is the rebound stuff that they're talking about. And then I was like, I don't know why, man. But like, I would do anything for this person. Like, I feel like, I don't believe in past lives, but I feel like we knew each other in our past life.
Oh, damn.
So that's what it felt like. I felt like, oh my God, I know you.
Yeah.
And I've never met you. Yeah. Not the first person. What?
Like to feel that way, because like I've had other people like my friends, they were saying like, yeah, I felt that same exact way with my partner, right? It's like, yeah, that I felt like I knew them in a past life and that we're just connected by this bond.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like, fuck, man, like I've met you somewhere. I think I've met you. I'm pretty sure I've met you. And he's like, no, I grew up in Cerritos and I did all this shit. I'm like, what the hell? This is so weird. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, we got it. And then him too. Yeah. He's like, well, I'm going to UCLA. Do you want to sleep over? And I was like, no, I can't. Because he was like roommate. Like he was had two girl roommates. Oh. And I was like, no, they're going to think I'm a hoe. I ain't a hoe. I'm not slutty. I don't just sleep around with people. Yeah. So then he would sleep over at my house. And then we were like, well, your school semester is going to end. You're going to graduate. Where are you going to live? He's like, should I move in here? I'm like, yes, move in here.
Wow,
please,
that
please.
instant?
Yeah, it was really fast.
Wow.
It was like within like the first month. It was like.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Was it like that for you?
I think for me, it was just, okay, so initially when I first knew him, right, apparently he said that we met each other in elementary school.
How cute.
I have no recollection of that. He was just saying that I had a ponytail and bangs, which is true. Yeah. And that I like to play handball, which is also true. And I was running around and I tripped, and then he caught me. And then I got angry at him for tripping me, but I don't think he did that.
You're so feisty.
I was. Dude, no. I was a real bully when I was a kid.
Did you like push him, and what did you tell him? Like, what the fuck?
So he caught me, and I was like, why'd you trip me? And he was like, what? And then I was like, don't ever do that again. And then he just ran off, and then he was like, what the fuck? But then he told me that like when he saw me that like there was something about the way that my bangs just whooshed that he was like, I'm
gonna marry that girl.
No, I don't think he said that, but in his head he was like, interesting. Like, I think he was like smitten at the time.
Oh,
but I don't think
cute.
he could like really describe it, right?
Yeah.
And then in middle
He's
school,
like, my pants got really tight. Interesting.
and then in middle school, I think he tried to make an attempt to really get to know me, right? But initially, I was like, man, dude, this guy is so fucking annoying. Because I don't remember him in elementary school because I think he transferred out after like a year or so. And so when it came to middle school, that's when we started having classes with each other. And that's when I started to take notice of him because he just kept talking to me and I just felt like he was really annoying. And young Julia had no idea how to express herself, nor did she realize that she liked this guy. And so there are times where he would like literally annoy me in the sense that like he'll take so in classrooms we would have fake money as like a reward, right? So he'll like take my money and I'll be like, what the fuck, dude? And then so I would in PE, right? Because we had PE together, I would literally grab him by the collar, be like, give me my fucking money back.
God damn.
Well, I didn't cuss, but I was like, give me my money back. And then he was like, no. And I was like, give it to me. It's like, it's my money. It doesn't belong to you.
That's so cute. You remind me of my best friend in intermediate school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her name was Tammy, or not was, she's still alive.
Yeah.
Her name is Tammy Easterup Benishkiet. Like,
Yeah.
she's a Thai, she's half Thai, half Chinese, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's exactly how she was.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But then like I could see, well, like there was a feeling where I knew that it wasn't anything serious. Like I didn't know what the consequences of me like lifting someone's shirt up because
And
to
punking
him,
them for your money.
yeah, and to him he was like 100% cool with it, right? So to me, like my sense of reality of doing that shit was just out of nowhere, right? And so there was another time where we got out of class and he was trying to talk to me and I was like, stop. Don't even, right? And then I pushed him because it was on the second floor.
Damn,
so I
you're
pushed him down.
mean.
I pushed him down 2 flights of stairs. But then like he was totally cool with it.
He's like, she loves me.
Yeah, like he was totally cool with it, but like he never expressed that where he was like, oh, she's so madly in love with me. It was just more of like,
He liked you though.
yeah, he liked me. So I pushed him, right? And then like I just walked past him and I didn't even look behind me, right? And then there's a time where separate incident. I didn't cause this, but I guess he like broke his ankle or something, or he had like an ankle fracture.
Yeah.
And so he had like a cast around his leg and he was on crutches. And there was a time where he was trying to talk to me on the crutches and I on purposely walked faster.
You're so foul.
I know. I was so mean, but at the same time, I just couldn't process what the hell was going on because I was like, what the fuck, dude?
But you didn't like him, right?
At that time, like I didn't, but it just felt off if he didn't annoy me, you know? So like I would start finding myself to give myself excuses to be involved with him.
That's so
in
cute.
the sense of like, hey, stop that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I hear you talking across the room, so I came over here to tell you to be quiet.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna
like
stay here so I could be next to you to make sure you don't talk loud again.
Yeah.
Because I love you.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think sometime after 8th grade, around the time when we were graduating, he actually kind of confessed that he liked me. And then I was like,
verbally or in a letter?
Like, I am.
Oh.
Instant message for all of you guys who don't know. Yeah.
I never used it, but my ex-boyfriend used it all the time, so I know exactly what it sounds like.
I loved it. It was the best thing ever because I just get to practice my own typing skills, and that just boosted up my ego. Like, yeah, I can type real fast.
Yeah, I can't type without looking at the keys. Like I can type fast, but I think that's why I have so many typos. If I ever text you, you're gonna know that I'm fucked up because I always look at the keyboard and I never look at the screen.
Oh,
yeah, I'm a late generation. Anyway,
yeah. So
at this point, you still don't know he's your soulmate.
No, I didn't. And then
that's so cute.
And then over the summer, I guess like we would hang out, we'll go to the movies and things like that. And I just remember meeting him up with his friends, and he had such a smug face on because he was taller than me. He was finally taller than me. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, this is not fair. Like, I was taller than you before.
Oh my God, you're so innocent.
I know. And then he was like, yeah.
So it was like a period of time you guys didn't see each other, and then when you met up again, you were like, "Oh damn, he got fine." No, you don't think like that.
Not at that point. No, not at that point. And then it was like around that time in the summer between 8th grade and 9th grade, I started to think about him more. I'm like, oh my God, like why am I thinking about? I was like, oh my God, do I like him? I was like, are all the things that my friends are saying true? I was like, no.
Why your friends were like, you like him?
Kind of, or like they were more like, well, he likes you, and I was like, no, dude, he's like this with every girl, because a lot of girls were crushing on him.
Yeah, he's a cute dude.
Yeah, and then I was like, nah, man, like, because again, little Julia, low self-esteem. I was like, nah, dude, like, I'm not. Why would anyone like this, you know? type of deal. Gio, stop rolling your eyes at me.
But you're so fucking beautiful. You're crazy.
Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you to that, because before I'll be like, ew, no, but I'm gonna say thank you.
Yeah, you're really beautiful.
So yeah, during that time I was like, oh man, but am I only liking him because he likes me, or am I only liking him because other people are saying that we like each other? You know, I didn't want to fall into that pressure, and I wanted to really be sure. And so for the longest time, I kind of held out on it.
Wow, I can never hold. Like, as soon as I feel something for someone, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a magnet.
Yeah, because
I'm stuck to you.
Because then to me, it's like, because there's so many girls crushing on him, I was like, oh, but I don't want to be just that another number on that. And so to me, I was like, oh, I don't know, like, I'm not too sure. And then I started getting really shy, and I'm like, who are you? Like, in my head, I was like, who are you? Why are you getting shy for no reason? Like, you were the person that pushed him down 2 flights of stairs, which I don't condone, by the way, guys.
Just in case you were thinking about it,
don't do it. Don't do it. That's not a good way to express your feelings. The best way to express your feelings is to verbally say it.
You're so funny. You were doing the shit I did in 2nd grade. There was this white kid. So I went to a predominantly Asian and Mexican school. Yeah. And there was this white boy, blue eyes, blonde hair. His name was Aaron. I can't remember his last name. I didn't have any classes with him. I spotted him on the playground, 2nd grade. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's so beautiful. And then I loved him. I didn't love him. I liked him. But we never talked. Like, we never talked. He never looked my direction. He didn't even know I was alive. And then he played handball. I played handball. So I made sure that we would play together.
Yeah.
And we did this one thing called like Royal Rumble, where like everyone goes in the middle, and then like they start throwing balls at each other, something like that. And then I don't know what happened, that I just wanted to touch him in any sort of way. Wow. So I went up to him while we were playing, and I just pulled his hair. Yeah. And he was like, ow, bitch. And then at that point I was like, why did I do that? I love him. I'm like, damn it, he hates me now. And I lost Aaron forever. It's okay. So that's what you remind me of.
I mean, it's never meant to be.
A 2nd grade Geo.
But yeah, so in freshman year, like we were in this program called AF, which was known for academic foundation.
Was it lit AF?
Oh hell yeah, we saw the same group of people every single fucking day. Fuck yeah.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being actually real serious. Yeah, and so it was like a group, and like we were both a part of that, and so we kind of had some classes together. But then people within the program, they started taking notice of how we were acting in front of each other. And then like all of a sudden there's these rumors that were well, not rumors, but like people were just talking about like, oh yeah, you know, they really like each other, but I have no idea why they're not together for some reason. And I was like, I don't know either.
How
I'm just scared.
Awkward.
Yeah. And then oh man, and then after a while I just remember like he got a hold of my house number. I didn't even give it to him.
Your landline.
Yeah, the landline, because we didn't really. Oh no, I did have a cell phone in 8th grade, but it wasn't really anything.
I had a cell phone when I was 18.
Damn.
Anyway, I'm old. We get it.
But I never used it to like call anyone. It was just for emergencies only. Yeah. And I remember specifically because we were in a biology class, and we had to fill out our information in terms of our name and then our phone number for like the teachers to contact our parents. And I remember he was sitting like maybe 3 people down, and I was just passing it. And because like I've known him and like he's been on my mind, I've taken notice. And so I was watching him as he got that piece of paper to write his information down, but he was staring at it for a good 2 minutes. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? And then other people were like, come on, man, hurry up. And he was like, oh, yeah. And he started writing his name. And then later that night, he actually called the house. And he, like, my mom picked up. And he was like, oh, is Julia home? And then my mom gave me the phone. And I was like, hello?
She gave you the phone?
Yeah.
What a nice mom.
And then I was like, hello? And then he was like, hey. And I was like, who's this? And he's like, oh, it's Nelson. I was like, what? How did you get my number? And he was like, I know it. And I was like, what the hell? So then from that point on, like, we were kind of talking to each other from there in a sense,
cute.
Right? And then like
so innocent.
I know.
I love it.
And then like he would ask me, he's like, oh, what percentage do you like me and stuff like that. And he would like ask those types of things. And and he was just so eager, but then he didn't want to jump into it if I wasn't ready, right? So he was being really respectful for that, like of that line and boundary. Until like one day I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. And he was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, okay.
And then you guys just walked side by side, didn't even hug or do anything. You guys were like, okay.
No, we held hands for a little bit, but yeah, I just remember the first time we kissed was just so weird because like, so even at that time, like I wasn't too sure if he was necessarily like my soulmate at that point yet, but I remember we were at my locker, and I think it's probably been like maybe, I don't know how much time into our relationship, but maybe like a week or so, he walked into my locker and I got my stuff, and then the warning bell rang before you actually had to go into your class. And then he closed the locker, and then I looked at him, and then he looked at me, and I was like, right? And then he went in. I was like, oh my God, is this happening right now? Is this happening?
Was that your first kiss?
Yeah, and he kissed me, and I was like, we gotta go to class. And then he was like, okay. And then so we both ran to class, and I was just like, oh my God, what just happened? I was like,
I'm never gonna wash these lips ever again.
I know.
That's so cute.
I know. It was
I fucking love your love story.
It was such an awkward, like noob type of relationship, because it's just like you're experiencing all these different kind of feelings and you have no idea what's going on. Yeah. So everything was just so new to me. Even like me trying to remember, it's just so hard. Yeah. It's so hard. But
I know. I wish we could have vlogged all of our life, because then I can go back to the vlogs now and be like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah. But you guys have it. We don't have it. Lucky guys. Yeah. Well, that was really cute. Thanks. But I'm going to close on this thought. Okay. And I'm going to go back to it because I did say I was going to talk about it. Yeah. And I didn't forget. But I wanted to say that I thought you were very brave. I thought the fact that you knew who you were and you took a stand, although you have this fucking insane Julia in your head going, don't disappoint people. Don't let people down. Don't do that. Don't fuck up. You're going to fuck it up. You were still like, I got to do this for me. I think that was really brave. Thank you. I think that's really, really dope. And it's like a true testament of who you are, and that's what I really love about you. And that's why I was just like, Julia's this confident ass person, because it's like you do you when you want to do you, how you want to do you. And I think that's really dope. So don't change that. I think you're perfect. I'm trying to be even more confident than how I feel right now. Thanks, Gio. Yeah, I love you. I think you're awesome. Thank you. I love you so too. Always pry, always like stick around, always ask questions. Like I never feel bothered by you. I'm always like, oh my God, Julia wants to be my friend. So you know how there's a time when you guys were flying out to Florida? I believe so. And then I was helping you guys book your tickets and like entering your pre-TSA information. Like I 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000% swear that I entered everyone's. And oh my God, that's still with you? I know, no, but I just want to make it clear and open it, right? Because I know I appreciate it that you called me to calm me down, because then you knew exactly where I was going. Yeah. Because for some reason, it didn't save yours or Tiff's, and I was like, oh my God, like I don't want them to feel like I like wasn't being careful enough, or I wasn't attentive to the details enough. It's like I did it. I swear I did it. Yeah. And so so I appreciated that you called me to calm me down, because I just remember you were like, Julia, it's okay, you're good. Like, don't worry about it, because I could feel you. I could feel how like you were just like, oh my God, I did it. I could have sworn I didn't. And you're like questioning yourself, like, fuck, did I do it? No, I did do it. Yeah. Fuck, how could you fuck this up, Julia? It was just one. I'm like, Julia, just breathe in, breathe out. It's not even 100% guarantee. You know that? Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're TSA pre-checked or whatever. Yeah. You don't get it every time. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, just do you. Thanks. Chill out. A lot of people, everyone loves you here. Oh, thank you. Don't worry about it. Just connect, because you're doing a great job. I'm gonna continue to try even more next year. But keep it in your head, right? Because you don't want to let people down. Okay. So stay on the lookout for 2019 Julia. She's gonna smash it. I'm gonna leave all her information. You guys already know who the hell she is. Like, who doesn't know who Julia is? But just in case you're one of the 2 people that don't know who she is, I'll leave her stuff in the description below. So give her a follow, because she's just as sweet as she looks, and she's not gonna believe me, but she's really, really beautiful on the inside and the outside. Love you, Julia. Love you too, Gio.